I think one of the general points I'd like to make, it's a pretty basic point, is that when we talk about something like digital bubbles or young people's uses of media, there's a tendency in the lay community and in many researchers to think of these phenomena as something that is going to do something to children. And my point is very simply that we need to look at it the other way around and think, what characteristics and values and needs do the young people have that motivate them to use or not use these media, and how will that affect their interaction with the media? So children with developmental disability is very interesting because they have different sets of characteristics, and it's interesting for research purposes but also for practical purposes to compare among them in terms of how they use the media, rather than thinking of them as passive entities that somehow nasty things happen to through the media. I'd like to say a lot, but in practice I'm not so sure. I think the message I like to offer to people is that many young people are happily playing with video games, happily using apps, happily using other technologies in other contexts. We don't always know a lot about where they're encountering difficulties. So for example, children with language impairments may use computers a lot, but there are certain aspects of the language of computers that they find difficult. And in general, people are not aware of that and not assisting them with the use of the medium. So I suppose my practical message would be tune into the kids, find out certainly what they're doing well with, but also attend to their needs and the obstacles to effective use. I'd hope that the message goes out to parents, to educators, to people who work in clinical contexts with young people. This is an area of need that is often overlooked. There tends to be a general assumption that kids' uses of media will happen naturally and it's probably a bad thing. I would say it will happen naturally. It probably is a good thing, but it does need support. And so the people who are working in support contexts with children, I hope would take that on board.